Here, I'm going to put some oil in my hair while I chat to you. And sorry, I haven't done a YouTube for a while. I not really have much to talk about. I haven't done much. Nothing's happening. That's the thing when you've had like breast cancer or something like that. You do all your big stuff and then you're a bit left to your own devices a little bit. So I kind of got stuck into selling little packages, but I can't really, that's nothing to do with YouTube. I just seem, rather than sit here and worry, I seem to get stuck into something and just concentrate on that. Not the best multitasker. But anyway, I thought I'd come on because I've got a bit of something to talk about. It's not the most positive thing. Anywho, I started off a couple of, well, 7, 8, 10 days ago maybe, not feeling brilliant, starting to feel a bit unwell. Got a bit worse, went to the doctors. She checked me over, said she wasn't too pleased with how I were, come back in the morning. So I went back to the doctors in the morning. My blood pressure was super low. My heart rate was high, but that does that anyway since chemo. Never seems to got right, my heart. Always seems to be high. So anywho, she's said, no, you're going to have to go in. Your blood pressure's down to like 88. That's low. Anyway, I went into hospital. What they tend to do with you is, in my circumstances, because I'm more vulnerable immune-wise, they put you straight on to antibiotics anyway on a drip. Do that in my case, and other people in my case. Then they take your bloods and they check that. Also, I think it's a new thing they do now. If they have a sepsis thing package. So when you go in, they've got this special package and they do your septic ones. They send that off as well. That comes back in 48 hours, I think. So I mustn't have sepsis. I haven't heard back. So they did that. They gave me some fluids. They gave me some antibiotics. Then sent me home with some strong antibiotics. He said, you've had the domestos ones in the drip, and here are the other ones to take home. And just before I left, I did an x-ray and they said, yep, looks like there's a shadow on your lungs consistent with a chest infection. You will have a follow-up with ambulatory care tomorrow or the day after. Okie dokie, thank you. Oh, well. You've watched the films, haven't you? Oh, there's a shadow. So first thing I'm thinking is, but it is all consistent with a chest infection. But why did they have to say shadow? Why couldn't you just say, your x-ray looks like, yes, it does look like you've got a chest infection. But anywho, I panicked a bit, but because I was so unwell with it, I didn't really think that much into it. So that's good. I didn't want to keep worrying, have I got cancer in there? So anyway, the day after, that night, I really struggled. I panicked, I was coughing, I couldn't get my breath. All night, it was awful. So the day after, I rang ambulatory care. Can I come in? Yes, you can. So my son took me. It weren't the best, weren't that good in there. It were heaving. And I did see someone, and she said, it looks like you've got a nasty pneumonia. Oh, great. And I didn't want to go home, to be honest, because the night before I struggled and I thought, oh my God. And she said, no, you're better off at home. Anyway, I were in the waiting room at one point. I'd had a bit of a cheese butty and I started bloody panic choking and going to be sick. And there were loads of people watching me. There were nurses about. They didn't stop and ask me how I were or help me to the toilet. I were a bit disappointed, really. But that's how busy they are. Super busy. So anywho, yeah, it looks like I've got pneumonia. Great. I don't know if it's because my boiler broke last week and it's been cold and I've had to use hot water bottles in bed. So I don't know if that's what's caused it, or I've got a cough and it's just turned into pneumonia. But thankfully, my neutrophils are not super low, so I have got some white blood cells to fight, as well as the antibiotics. I was just wondering earlier, because it's on my mastectomy side and I've had my lymph nodes out, so my immune, the lymph nodes there are not working, are they? Because they're not there and it's on that side. So I'm wondering if I'm always going to be a bit weaker on that side. So to watch out for that kind of stuff. I don't know. Pneumonia. I thought that was just for older people. But yeah, it's not good. I'm just really tired with it. Got banging head with it. Feel sick. No appetite. Diarrhea, like no tomorrows. But it is what it is. So I'm going to come off here. I'm still doing stuff. I can't do much, but I'm putting some little packages together for my little shop called Build a Gift. I've got like cute socks with teddy bears on. I've got roses. I've got ribbon. So it's something positive. So I'm not just sat here feeling really unwell. So anywho, I hope you're all okay. Thank you to whoever's been following me. I will let you know how I get on. Also, I'm having a CT scan in a couple of weeks, because I did say to them, that's not my cancer, is it? Please tell me that the shadow thing is not cancer. They said, well, we can't tell you it's not, but everything is consistent with pneumonia and whatnot. So he said the CT will be a more detailed scan. I hope there's nothing dodgy going there and that's why I've got the pneumonia. I worry too much, but I'm not the only one. Anybody else that's had the C in the body, you do panic. But the grandkids were here and they did have coughs, so I'm going to have a green tea in a minute with some honey in it. Well, thank you for watching. If you're still watching, it's a bit boring, nothing exciting. That's it. Oh, I'll show you my little roses I've got as well to put together. Oh, I might put them in the socks and then in the gift bag with the ribbon. Cool. Catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.